Hi, thanks for checking out our channel. This is going to be a how to test and repair video on a Kencove solar fence charger. This is a EKS.5H. It's a half joule output solar unit by Kencove. So we're going to go through this thing, see if we can get you fixed up, or see if we can get this person fixed up on it. I think we have all the parts here for it. The note on it says that they installed a new battery, but still wouldn't work. So I don't think it didn't have the battery in there. So they kept the battery there just because there's no point in shipping a good battery to kind of save on freight, I guess. So if you've got one of these, you want us to take a look at it for you, you can. I'd like to buy some parts from us. I think if you're willing to take a shot at doing it yourself, we could probably help you out there as well. If you don't have the parts, we can order them for you, as long as they're in stock. Alright, well, we can't really do nothing with it because this back cover piece has popped off. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Is that where the battery goes? No, that's where the board went. Well, let's put that back. Let's just apply some. Does this button even work? Alright, button works. Let's turn these things and let's open it. Ooh, let's open it up. Let's apply power. This is a 12 volt unit. I think it takes a big, like 12 volt, 12 amp hour battery. Apply power to the spade. So I got the power supply set at 13 volts. Let's push the switch. Well, so far so good, and it makes a clicking sound, so that's good too. Let's put our tester across it. These are analog fence tester that we got here. Let's turn it on. Nothing. Alright, let's maybe the wire's bad, maybe the clamps are bad, I don't know. Let's take the power or tester off the fence and ground wires that are on here. Let's test at the post right at the side of the charger, right where the energy comes out at. Turn it back on. Still nothing. I know the tester is good because I just used it on a different one, earlier. Alright, so now we have to figure out why is this thing not, why is it not putting out? It is making a little slight ticking sound, so that's a good sign. Let's pull this piece off, get it out of the way. This is kind of a cumbersome unit to work on. It takes up a lot of space on my workbench. I usually don't take this part off, but it was already kind of half popped off. Let's see if we can. No, we're not going to be able to get that out. We got to take the whole thing apart. I don't really know what this cover's there for, but it's back on there now. Let's get the screwdriver out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws holding it together. Let's take the screws loose. All the screws are the same size. This one right here has got a bunch of crap in it. A bunch of mud daubers or ants or something made their home in it. Got a bunch of stuff in it. Okay, let's see. So we got it kind of separated here. And then down here at the bottom, at least in the corners, I believe there's little clips that are kind of biting together. You know, a flat screwdriver, and just pull a little pressure between, kind of spread it apart, put a little pressure on there. We should just be able to push this. Maybe I'm lying to you. Should just be able to. Well, it won't come apart. Let's get these screws out, so I'm afraid I'm going to lose one. Don't get these in that often, so every time we work on one, it's always like you're retraining yourself of how to take the dumb thing apart. Come on. That corner's done. And we'll go over here. So put a little pressure on it to spread it apart. Just kind of go in the corner there, and it's kind of persuade it gently. Alright, I guess there's these are the ones you got to do as well. I don't know why that doesn't want to just pop loose when you put some pressure on it. I just don't want to score up the case too much. There. Alright, solar panel wires. Solar panel. Alright, there's your little box that hides all your goodies in it. That's where your circuit board and your transformer sits right up on top. Ooh, there's the problem. Transformer's got a big old hole in it. Alright, so we need to, because it was come on and clicking but had no output. Like, well, it could be the board, which hides in here, but it's a transformer. That's our issue. Alright, let me go, let's get this all apart. And I gotta go make sure I've got a transformer for it. Let's pull this little plastic little button cover. We'll pull that off. And then what I do to get these apart, I usually take a pair of pliers. These ones, like this one might work, or I might need just a regular pair of pliers, but I usually squeeze and push. You kind of see, it kind of starts to work itself open. Usually, I've never been able to just push on them and open them up. You gotta persuade them. And there's one side, and there's the other side. So that is open there. We should just be able to go this side. The same thing. There it is. Okay, looks like those are transformer wires right here. So I gotta find, I think I got transformers for these. It's got blue and red on one side and black and yellow on the other side. So let me go look and see what I got. Alright. There we go. Now if this unit wasn't clicking but flashing, it still could be the transformer. We'd have to check the primary side and see if it was good. We just have to ohm it out, see what kind of ohms we're getting, and then that would tell us if the board was our issue or transformer was our issue, if it wasn't making the clicking sound when it flashed the light. Since it does flash, and it was clicking. We know the transfer primary side was fine. Alright, so there's unplug that, and then I need to cut this zip tie off there. Also known as a transformer strap. That should just lift right out of there. I thought. Oh, it's got these little holders on the side that are holding it in. Come on. I would have guessed that possibly lightning got a hold of this. Would be my educated guess. Alright. Take this new transformer, we'll put the wires back down through the little hole there, black and yellow came through, kind of pull on them. There's that. If I remember right, yellow one over here. Black one over here. Come on. Come on now. There we go. All right, let's before we tear it apart more to get these on there. Actually, we don't have to tear it apart. It's plugs on. Let's take our meter and we'll hook it on to this black and red here of the new transformer. And then we've got to get our power supply hooked back up. Our switch is turned off. Let's get our power supply. What a pain in the neck thing to work on this thing is. Alright, power supply is hooked up, unit's battery fence tester is hooked up to turn the switch on. Looks good to me. 8,000 volts out of it now. Now, piece it back together and then we'll start plugging things back in. Let's get this power supply turned off. Get these. Let's get the wires off the old transformer unplugged out of here. That's on the tight. A couple little female to male spade connectors plugged on there. There's the old transformer all burned up. Throw that in the trash. Woohoo! I want to get this kind of cleaned up here. Get our tangled mess not so tangled. There. All right, let's put this back together. Come on. Oh, come on. There's one, two, there you go. Alright, okay, where's our little clear button at? Put that back on. Alright, now the fun part. We're going to get the transformer wires plugged back on first. I believe this, yeah, this is the red knob, red, yep. Just making sure. I don't know if we're going to be able to put it in like this and then snap this front back on, if we're going to have to put it in this front case and then put the back on. Looks like it went on just like this. Come on, please. Okay, so that. Snap the bottom in. Pull these wires back through and go to our battery. We're going to slap this piece back on, kind of hinges at the bottom here. Oh, put the screws back in at first, stupid. Buzz them back in real fast. Now we can put this back on. And we're going to go ahead and hook up this wire. This is what comes from your, this has a like an AC adapter thing to plug into your battery. Should roll it back shut. And take this and take these things here and just turn it. That locks it on. And let's get that thing pushed back on there. I don't know what I don't know what that's there for. It's something to do with manufacturing, I guess. You really can't do nothing from that backside. So I don't know. But this one's done. Solar panels don't go bad that often. You know, so it is all in the transformer only, so we're good to go. We'll let's do one more check. We'll check it at the leads where our battery or fence and ground connect up at on the end there, or some red and green alligator clips. So I guess we'll check it there real quick. Make sure we're still getting that 8,000 volts like we were at the terminals on the inside. Just hook up the power again to it. Turn the power supply back on. Push the switch. Green light's flashing. You can't really kind of see it in the video. I'm going to turn it off real quick. Let's bring these wires back up. We got our red fence clamp. our green ground clamp. Turn it back on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's we got going on here? There it goes. Must have had a bad connection. Oh, come on. There it goes. I got a connection issue with my clamps in my tester. Now you can, whoops. There it goes again. There we go. Just the way my clamps, there's some plastic there. I'm just not getting a good bite on it. If I turn it sideways and get it, it does it just fine. Alright, well that's it for this one. This one's done, ready to go. We're going to box it up. Well, I'll call the customer first. And then we're going to box it up and ship it on back there to them. So if you got a fence, one of these Kencove EKS.5H half-joule solar units that Kencove sells, we'll be happy to take a look at it for you. And until next time, we'll see you guys later on.